Hi, welcome to the podcast for When the Curves Line Up for August 15, 2023. Please see the article that includes diagrams of today's events on the website. Text by Jeffrey L. Hunt. In Chicago, sunrise occurs at 5:59 a.m. Central Daylight Time, followed by sunset at 7:51 p.m. This is the last day this year that the sun sets before 6 a.m. CDT in Chicago. Sunrise does not return to this time again until April 22, 2024. The Perseid meteor shower peaked 2 mornings ago before twilight began. The shower's rate is decreasing, but meteors from it can still be seen before morning twilight begins. The moon is at the new phase tomorrow at 4:38 a.m. CDT. Here is today's planet forecast. In the morning sky. An hour before sunrise, bright Jupiter is high in the southeast. It is moving eastward in front of Aries, 13.2 degrees to the lower left of Hamel, the pattern's brightest star, and 11.3 degrees to the upper left of Menkar, Cetus Nostral. The Pleiades star cluster, known as the Seven Sisters, is to the left of the Jovian giant and above Aldebaran and the Hyades. Uranus is in the region, but it is not visible without the optical assist of a binocular. The planet is outside the binocular field of view that has either Jupiter or the Pleiades. Yesterday's podcast described a binocular view of the region that includes some stars in the constellation. Since the distant world moves slowly, the overall distance from the other stars did not change much from the position displayed on the chart that is in yesterday's article. When Jupiter's retrograde begins on September 4th, it is still too far west for both planets to fit into the same field of view. Find Jupiter in the field and slightly move the binocular so that Jupiter disappears outside the right edge of the field, then look for the field stars and place them at the top of the view. Dimmer Uranus is at the center. For early risers, Jupiter's great red spot is in the center of the planet in the southern hemisphere through a telescope at 3:23 a.m. CDT. An hour before sunrise, Saturn is farther westward, over 20 degrees above the southwest horizon. It is not as striking as Jupiter or Venus, when it enters the morning sky in several days. The ringed wonder is retrograding in front of Aquarius. Use a binocular to see it 7.8 degrees to the right of Skate, meaning the leg, and 7.3 degrees to the lower right of Lambda Aquarii, Lambda Acra on the chart. Notice that the trio nearly makes an equilateral triangle. Watch Saturn continue to move westward compared to these two stars. Each morning Saturn appears farther westward at this time interval before sunrise. At opposition, when Earth is between Saturn and the Sun, the planet sets at sunrise. Venus races toward the morning sky, making its first morning appearance in about a week, when it rises slightly north of east, 49 minutes before sunup. The planet is bright enough to be seen during later twilight. In the evening sky, Mercury continues its retreat into bright sunlight as it fades in brightness, setting 48 minutes after sunset. Dim Mars is mired in bright twilight, setting 76 minutes after nightfall. It passes behind the Sun on November 18, returning to the morning sky during the New Year. Saturn, nearing opposition on the night of the 26th to 27th, rises in the east-southeast 30 minutes after sundown. 90 minutes later the planet is nearly 15 degrees above the horizon. At this hour the Milky Way arches across the sky from south, to high in the east, and to the horizon in the north-northeast. The band of light, visible from the countryside, is the rim of the galaxy. The center is toward the south between the teapot of Sagittarius and Scorpius, with the bright star Antares. Explore the region with a binocular to see glowing gas clouds, star clusters, and dusty areas. Thank you for listening. Please read the articles at whenthecurveslineup.com.